Hello everyone, Playtime returns with another Masterverse toy review, and today I got the new Eternia Mossman from Mattel Creations. I got him in yesterday, and which was pretty quick, so that's cool. Kudos to Mattel for doing that. Now they just need to send me my friggin' Fright Zone, and I'd be cool. You know what I did? I funded that Snake Lair probably about like a weekend. And they sent people who backed it up early, or I don't know if they're still doing it, but they're giving a 20% discount coupon, so you could use it on things towards what they have on their website, but you can't use it towards the Snake Lair, which was, well, you get it after you purchase the Snake Lair, so it's not like they could give it to you there and then. But anyways, so I got this, it would have been like $44 and change, but after the discount, I got it for $38. So, yeah, it's cool, but I'm sure it'll probably go lower if it's not selling too great. I did pick it up. It looks really good to me. When they showed it off at SDCC, I was like, oh, that's pretty nice. It looks cool, something different. And it had that Mike Young production vibe going on. So that was another, fed that flame to where, yeah, I wanted it. So anyways, here we go. So there's a box, has his head with all the greenery around, all the weeds coming up and what have you, caterpillar, little Missy Mouse right there hanging around. Then there's the background, which looks good. I go ahead and post pictures after my video, so I post pictures of like comparisons and stuff. Anyways, there's that. He has his little asparagus sword club. Really nice artwork. Pretty cool. Got a little creature flying across the woods. So there's that, and then it's in a little box. You open that up. It gives you a little quick bio. You could pause and read it, or again, I'll post a picture of this bio at the end of my video on my slideshow. And then as you open it, you get his billy club right there with some little fancy leaves sticking out. You get a Mossman background right here, so you could pose them behind this, looking all Mother Nature-like going on. There's Eternia in the background. So maybe they'll do a chick film called her Mother Nature. That'd be cool. Then when you open it, you get him hanging around like that. Like, what's up? What's up? And then there's a box with his additional weapons. It says Masterverse. Tells you what comes inside. Oops. There you go. You open it up. You get a little grab bag. Old school style. Look at that. You tear it open like a grab bag. No ice cream. No foam airplane. Remember those foam airplanes they used to put in there? There's this Billy Club. Asparagus Billy Club. Here's a little, what is this, holster? Where's Filero? That goes in there. It's a dull gold plastic. It looks cool though. Clips on him, and then his little alternate, what is this, vines coming out for his hand. And Yastuvo, that's it for that. Take this out. Got Masterverse under the box, top of the box. Pretty cool. That goes in the trash for me. Don't need all these boxes. Just bring in Little Caesars. Pizza. Look at that. They even got Mother Nature with the little vines right here to hold them down. What's up with that? Let me out, man. Let me out. Evil C, you got him locked in right there. Evil C. That'd be cool if they do it in Eternia, Evil C. What you think? Sound it from the comments below. I've been off the radar for a while because like I tell you, I like doing things fresh. You know, I don't like impeding on everybody else's parade once they've already done a review. So I've been enjoying my stuff. I've just been like, yeah, you know what? I ain't getting paid off of YouTube for it, so no rush, no hurry. You guys enjoy doing your videos, that's cool. I do too. Just been busy, yo. Yeah, look at all humongous. It's the Jolly Green Giant. Yeah, he looks cool. He looks boss. I like it a lot. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do a video of this noob. Who's a noob, man? You the noob. Let's bring it on down. Bring it on down. Do. Remember that? DJ Rock? DJ Easy Rock. Rob Bass. Get in there, homie. Well, let me fix this, guys. There, now it looks like he's coming out from the woods. Ooh, look at that head sculpt. Looks boss. You know what he looks like? He looks like the Mike Young production Mossman, but he looks older now. Like, you know, like in the cartoon, that's when he was young. Now he's old. And this is what he's looking like. That's what it is to me. That's what it'd be like to me. And then you guys cloud hand like, you can take that off if you don't like that. Bam. Put this on. Oh, he has a little funky vine hand. I gotcha. These are pretty cool. I don't know if you saw the Masters of the Universe 2000X cartoon when Evil C was like locked up before. I forgot who. I think Orko accidentally let him loose. But anyways, Evil C was like in the pod with these things sticking out, and supposedly Mossman had captured them. When you listen to the story in that cartoon, so that's cool. So that's some representation right there. I do think he looks a lot like that too. He resembles the 2000X cartoon a lot. But it looks good. It looks cool. I want to say a lot of it is new tooling, but I'm not sure. But he has your standard Masterverse. Everything, he has rocker, which the original Revelation Mossman didn't have. That's what was lagging on that one. But he does have rockers right here. He has a upper ankle swivel, double knee bender here. He also has the little twisty right here on the waist and upper waist swivel. He has the bicep swivel. He has the wrist swivel, double bend at the joints right there, and the head. It doesn't go high because of this, but it does go low. And you can do the splits, and he has an upper thigh swivel, so pretty cool. He does have that low as well, where the hip drop. See, you can put it back up, so it does have that as well. I don't really usually go over the articulation, but I figure this guy is new enough and he looks completely different. I don't know what's going on with my arm right here. It doesn't want to go down. Mattel, do I gotta call you and tell you mine is broken? No, I think it's fine. It just does. Oh, there it goes. Chubby Jacks. But he looks boss. Where's this Filero? His Billy Club. When he's out patrolling the woods, you get those elk who are running over people. Those reindeers running over grandma. You put them in check. Microphone checker. 1, 2, checker. So this, dude, how do they have this? Any particular way? Probably just like this, huh? Well, man, you don't know how to put on a belt sometimes. Very cool. Playtime. Playtime anytime. So sometimes. Come on, dude. Put this on. Put it on. Get on or I'll break it. There he goes. Oh yeah, he's a rebel now. He's a rebel. Yeah, he looks cool. I mean, I don't think I have any complaint for him. Probably would want to give him a fist or something, other than an open hand, so that he could carry his knife in the hand and the club in the other. So a closed hand. Excuse me, not a fist, closed hand. But yeah, maybe some alternate hands. And I know what you're thinking. That's cool and all playtime, but do you have anything to compare them to? Yes, I do. So let's compare. Bam! Who's that? His brother? Nah, man, it's Revelation Mossman, dude. Oh, I look so weak compared to you. I look so weak compared to you. Yes, you do. You look like my little girlfriend. What? Get away from me. But there's that. There you go. Let me back it up. Back it up. There you go. Ooh. So what you think looks better? I like this one a lot. I believe this was a 4 horseman design. Yeah, I think the only gripe we had was there's no ankle rockers. So that was a bummer. It does have this, we call that the swivel, but no rockers. He also came with something like that, but the peg on that is thinner than this, so you wouldn't be able to mix and match that. But man, what a difference. But again, this was based off the cartoon. This is based off the new Eternia concept art, which I never saw, so yeah. And then I thought I'd show you this one, because this was I want to say Toy Fair back in the days, Mossman exclusive. So that's what that looks like. It's funny that Mattel is like trying to stray away from doing like action features on Masterverse and like even scents and smells. So yeah, we're just getting pure sculpts, just a whole new concept look and nothing added to it, nothing more to it, just for whatever reason. But I think it's fine. It's different, and they're breaking away from traditional, vintage concepts and art and designs and looks and smells and what have you, and action features. But yeah, look at, to me that looks a lot like that lone cloth right here. It looks a lot like this. It's cool because he has like the Adam and Eve leaves right here going on, and that's cool. And then he has like, some leafy greens over here, like he just came out of the ocean with seaweed all over him. All the swamp. So let's see who else you got playtime. And then we got nothing but the classics. Bam! Mossman. Yeah, so this was not based off the 2000X, but it was inspired by. So you can see he has like that monkey look. And to me, like I say, this looks like an older version of what this would have been if he was all sculpted without the moss on him. So yeah, but it looks good. I really am digging this look. I think he looks pretty nice. He looked impressive at Comic-Con. I think he's impressive now. And you can see how big he's 8.5 inches according to his description. And he's about like 6.5, 7, give or take. And it looks good. And then I'm thinking I thought that the sculpt was a lot like this Beastman's or the first new Eternia Beastman. But he does seem thicker. He looks thicker. I do like the design. I wish they would go to arm swivel on this rather than the double joint, just because this is so ugly to me. That gap right there looks gross. Unless you have them like this, you can't really tell, if you're really posing the arm. And I do that a lot to these Masterverse figures because of that. But yeah, I would like them to do like the Prince Adam, the Revelation Prince Adam that Mattel did, and do the arm swivel rather than the double joint. But a lot of people will say, nah, playtime, I like the double joint, I like the articulation. And like I always say, to each his own, Look at that, he looks like he's all hunchback, like he's coming out of the swamp or something. He looks like the Swamp Thing. But yeah, so they're actually different bucks. Because this has like a more, I don't want to say furry look, but just like in indentures on that, you can see where this actually does look like fur. This doesn't look like fur. This looks like patches of grass, which is cool. But yeah, and since they always did. Remember, Mossman was always designed after Beastman, so whatever Beastman looked like, Mossman looked like this. Like this 2000X Beastman. I mean, this was 2000X Mossman, but the Beastman looks exactly like that. It's just he's flocked. So they strayed away from that, which is cool, and they're making him being his own man, as I would say. And if you're like, dude, yeah, he needs an enemy now, man. Like, and I feel you, dude, because you know why? He's one of my favorite classics figures. Bam! Look at that. Now he has somebody to go toe to toe with. It's Evil Seed. But yeah, one of my favorite figures in the 2000X cartoon and this classics toy line. I think he looks boss. They did him so good. I mean, it's genius, man. Genius what the Four Horsemen do. Like, their work is so good, and that's why they're in the business, I guess, right? But yeah, I like their designs. I like their looks, the way they have their visions and stuff. The way they portrayed them is awesome. So yeah, guys. I mean, to me, he's worth the pickup. I mean, he is $35. I mean, he's just as big as Snout Spout, and he's impressive looking, and it's something that looks totally different than what we've gotten. Even the Origins was based off the vintage look, and he has a total new design. I know Revelation was based off the cartoon, total new design as well, but his presence is it's just nicer. Like, he has like a good hefty feel to him and look to him. And this one was cool, like I said, but I don't know. I think I mean, he just looks boss. He looks like somebody you could contend with now, other than these looking all puny. But yeah, he looks like a good contender now to fight in the Motu toy line for the Master Warriors. And yeah, there you go. So again, guys, if you like what you're seeing, like, comment, subscribe, and share. And again, I'm out. Be blessed. Jesus is Lord all day, every day. Enjoy the Slide Inside show. Yes, I'm free. Now I'm about to blanket this earth with death and weeds. Does these always sound like this? I'm afraid so. Yeah.